Ladies and gentlemen of the Action Army, what is going on? And welcome to another episode of Answers for Athletes. First off, I would like to apologize because a lot of you have been asking really great questions down below in the comment section, and I do plan to get to pretty much all of those questions. But I have been a little bit busy, a little bit backed up. I'm making these videos the day of, which I don't want to do. I want to, stack them up as I used to. But sometimes when I make a video like this one, where I'm talking about myself, it seems like, or it can feel like for me at least, and something that works well in my life, I feel like some of you might be like, man, another video where he's just talking about himself, not answering our questions. But my main goal of this channel is to not only answer questions, but add as much value as I can to your life. And I do think when I make videos like this, this is what really works for me, and I really do think that these things can be beneficial for you as well. So what I would like to talk about in this video is after action reports. And I got this from Jocko Willink, who is a retired Navy SEAL. This could be a Navy SEAL thing. This could also be a military thing in general. I'm not quite sure, but the concept is after a mission, quote unquote, you have an after action report where you talk about what went well, what went wrong, what are we going to improve for next time. So in 2025, I used to do this when I was really locked in. And what I've been doing, I know 2025, it's only been like 7 or 8 days. However, what has really, really, really benefited me in 2025, and it used to be transformational for me, and I think could be transformational for you, is every single day I have been starting with writing down my goals. And I only get 5 of them because I could sit there and I could write a whole page. I used to write a whole sheet of my goals. I want to do this. I want to do that. Now you get 5. What are the 5 most important things that I want to achieve in 2025? That is what I write down. I only get 5. And that gets me locked in to my why, because grinding, day in and day out, the monotony of life can detach you from your goals. And all of a sudden you're like, I'm working out, I'm doing this squat, I'm doing these rear foot elevated split squats, but like, why? Why am I even doing this in the first place? It's not just training, it's life in general. So the first thing that I do is I write down my goals and I get connected to my why, and that gets me inspired. The second thing that I do is I write a before action report. And I write down everything that I want to achieve that day. How do I want to show up in my life today? To my fiance, to my son. What kind of father do I want to be today? What kind of coach do I want to be today? What kind of trainer do I want to be today? How do I want to show up on these Answers for Athletes videos? What tasks do I need to do? What do I want to accomplish that day? All of that is in the before action report. Then I go through my day. I, attack the day in the way that I wrote out in my before action report. And then at the end of the day, I do an after action report, and I talk about what went well. And this is unapologetically. You can't be soft on yourself because nobody cares about your goals like you. No one gives a fuck about your goals the way that you do. You are the one that has to make this shit happen. So unapologetically in these after action reports, what went well? Don't be super hard on yourself when it comes to this. Allow yourself to feel the wins. What did you do well? But then what could you have done better? I like to do this for my YouTube videos, not so much on these Answers for Athletes because I post these every day and that will become a lot, very time consuming. But on my main channel videos, what I used to do is I used to watch these main channel videos, and like if you look at my old videos, I was like screaming at the camera. And it was like cringe. And when I watched it, I was like, bro, like, you don't have to be like these other YouTubers. Hey, everybody, wait, what's going on? Today we're going to, like, that's not me. So I was like, bro, relax. That all happened. All the changes were made in these after action reports where I looked at the videos and I said, I don't like this. Oh, I don't like the way that I edited this. I don't like the text on this one. I don't like, how I did this. So YouTube videos, coaching is a big one because this year, 2024, 2025 season, I do not like the way that I have shown up as a coach for my high school basketball team. I have been super critical on the kids. I have been a baby when it comes to the referees. I've been soft in general, and I've been too hard on everyone. And I think some of that comes from stress, but a lot of it is just like I'm in reactive mode all the time. Now in 2025, it's only been 7 or 8 days, but I am a completely different coach in 2025 simply because of these before action reports and after action reports. Very quick example. Last night, we had a game. Now, I am the JV coach. I wrote a before action report of how I wanted to be, who I wanted to show up as in that game. And my two main goals were, number one, encourage the athletes, encourage the kids. There's some players on the team who are not that good. Stop pointing out everything that they are doing wrong. Point out the things that they are doing right. So there's a couple kids on the team, and I pointed out the way that you hustled today was unlike anything that I've ever seen. This is the hardest I've seen you work in this game today. Best defense, tons of loose balls. You have 3 steals already. That's how you play. You could see like their spirit. What? Coach Nate said something positive? It shouldn't be like that. I didn't used to be like that as a coach. Somewhere along the line, I just became reactive. But you could see the way that it uplifted them. And then with the referees, I will admit, I did not act the way that I wanted to act with the referees. The way that I planned out in my before action report was that I wanted to be more stoic, less reactive. Even if it was a foul, like I thought it was a foul, they didn't call it, or I thought it was clean on our end, or whatever it might be, my goal was to be more stoic. And I was like that for the beginning of the game, all the way up until the fourth quarter. It got real close. And I think we were down 1. We ended up losing by like 4 or something like that. But at the end of the game, I was just too reactive, right? If you ever, this is going to be a funny example, but most of you probably would not have seen this. But if you've ever seen the cartoon, The Fairly Odd Parents, I think it's called, Timmy Turner and the Fairly Odd Parents or whatever, and there's that dude, Mr. Crocker, who he goes, Fairly Odd Parents, and he just like freaks out and he jumps in the air and he's like flailing himself. That is what I feel like. Like I feel like a baby. Like I don't want to be over there. Oh, come on, ref. Like I want to be more stoic. I'm still going to say my part. I'm still going to, talk to the refs, but I'm not going to be disrespectful in any way. Like there's a certain standard that I want to set for the kids. And how can the kids be less reactive? How can the kids control their emotions when I can't even control mine? How can I be a leader to these kids when I can't even lead myself? So that is a main goal in 2025 for me. And these after action reports have really, really, really helped me. And it's only been 7 or 8 days, but if I continue this, and if you add this into your life, I'm telling you, get connected with your why, with the goals in the morning, get connected to why am I doing all of this in the first place? Because the monotony of day-to-day grind can make you detached from why you wanted this stuff in the first place. So set it up with your goals, do a before action report. What do I want to achieve today? How am I going to accomplish this today? So it's basically the goals, then it's the plan. What do I need to do today to get that? And then at the end of the day, it's the after action report. You're sitting down, you're looking in the mirror. Or this is what I imagined yesterday. If Jocko Willink was a basketball coach, would he have been flailing around and, come on, ref? There's no way. He would have been stoic, a leader, a man. So if I was sitting down with Jocko Willink or any other Navy SEAL or someone that I admire, and I was going through my after-action report, what went well, what went wrong? How would they have acted? How would the best version of me acted? Anyways, I'm going to end it here. It's up to you. You need to do what is best for you in your life. You can't do tons and tons of habits. Remember, don't get caught in all of these success morning routines where you wake up and you do the ice bath, and then you do red light therapy, and then you do some grounding, and then you do some foam rolling, and then you write your goals, and then you do a before action report. Then you're doing these after action reports, and you're doing all of these habits that all of these different people have told you need to do this to be successful. And at the end of the day, you didn't do any work. So you do need to do what is best for your life. Take this advice and use it if it can be applied to your life for a benefit. Anyways, that's it for this video. Like this if you like it, subscribe to the channel. I will get back to answering questions tomorrow. I'm going to stop yapping about myself and what works best in my life. I will answer your questions, but I will see you guys tomorrow at some point in time. Remember, we are posting every single day in 2025. Love you all. Peace.